Good day and welcome. Across Nigeria today, a quiet but powerful shift is taking place in the fight against insecurity. While the military, police, and other security agencies continue to battle terrorists, kidnappers, bandits, and criminal gangs, ordinary citizens are increasingly stepping forward to defend their communities. From villages and towns to forests and farmlands, local residents are becoming active participants in protecting lives and property. This growing trend reflects both the resilience of Nigerian communities and the urgent security challenges facing the country. As attacks continue in various parts of the nation, many communities have realized that waiting solely for government intervention may not always be enough. Instead, they are organizing, cooperating with security agencies, sharing intelligence, and creating local structures designed to prevent crime before it happens. Recent events across Nigeria provide compelling examples of this emerging reality. In Abia State, residents of Ohuhu in Umuahia North local government area recently celebrated the successful rescue of 2 kidnapped victims. The operation was not carried out by security agencies alone. Community youths, vigilantes, forest guards, hunters, and police officers worked together in a coordinated effort that ultimately forced the kidnappers to abandon their captives and flee. The victims, who had been adopted while returning from their farm, were rescued after local youths mobilized themselves and began combing nearby forests and bushes. Armed with local knowledge, determination, and the support of security personnel, they mounted a search operation that placed enormous pressure on the kidnappers. What stands out about this incident is not only the successful rescue, but also the level of community involvement. Residents refused to remain passive victims. Instead, they became active partners in securing their environment. A similar pattern can be observed in other parts of Nigeria. In Plateau State, local communities have increasingly become the first line of defense against criminal attacks. Community leaders, youth organizations, traditional institutions, and local vigilante groups often provide early warnings about suspicious movements and emerging threats. Their intelligence frequently assists security agencies in responding more effectively to attacks. In Kogi State, local security architecture has played a significant role in recent efforts to counter banditry and terrorism. According to state officials, community-based intelligence contributed to the operation that reportedly led to the elimination of a notorious bandit leader accused of coordinating attacks on schools and communities. The importance of local intelligence cannot be overstated. Security experts often point out that communities possess information that security agencies may not have immediate access to. Residents know who belongs in their neighborhoods and who does not. They understand local terrain, recognize unusual activities, and can identify emerging threats long before they become major security incidents. This advantage becomes even more important in rural areas where vast forests, difficult terrain, and limited communication infrastructure can make security operations challenging. The military itself has repeatedly acknowledged the value of civilian cooperation in many successful operations against terrorists and kidnappers. Information provided by local residents has been instrumental in locating criminal hideouts, identifying collaborators, and preventing attacks. However, community involvement in security comes with both opportunities and challenges. On the positive side, It creates a stronger sense of ownership and responsibility. Citizens become stakeholders in the protection of their communities rather than passive observers waiting for help. It also improves trust and cooperation between residents and security agencies, making intelligence gathering more effective. Furthermore, local participation can enhance response times. When suspicious activities is reported immediately by vigilant residents, security forces are often able to act before criminals achieve their objectives. Yet there are risks that must be carefully managed. Community-based security initiatives must operate within the law. Vigilante groups and local security outfits should complement official security agencies rather than replace them. Without proper oversight, there is a danger of abuse. Vigilantism, mistaken identity, or violations of human rights. This is why many experts advocate structured collaboration between communities and formal security institutions. Training, accountability mechanisms, and clear operational guidelines are essential if community security initiatives are to succeed sustainably. Another important issue is the growing debate over state police. Many governors and stakeholders argue that a decentralized policing system would strengthen local security by allowing states to recruit personnel familiar with their environments and security challenges. Supporters believe that state police could work more closely with communities and respond more quickly to local threats. Critics, however, worry about potential political misuse and the need for strong constitutional safeguards. The debate continues, but one thing remains clear. Local participation in security matters is becoming increasingly important regardless of the model eventually adopted. The reality is that security affects everyone. Farmers cannot cultivate their land in fear. Traders cannot conduct business confidently. Students cannot learn effectively when schools are under threat. Communities cannot prosper without peace and stability. This is why every Nigerians are embracing a collective security approach. Security is no longer viewed solely as the responsibility of uniformed personnel. It is increasingly becoming a shared responsibility involving government institutions, traditional rulers, religious leaders, youth groups, community organizations, and ordinary citizens. The story emerging across Nigeria is not simply one of insecurity. It is also a story of resilience, a story of courage and determination. Despite difficult circumstances, communities continue to organize themselves, support security efforts, and protect one another. They are demonstrating that while uniforms remain essential in the fight against crime, lasting security often begins with informed, united, and vigilant communities. As Nigeria continues to confront complex security challenges, the partnership between citizens and security agencies may prove to be one of the most Nigeria's powerful tools. Beyond the uniforms, beyond the checkpoints, and beyond the military operations, there is a growing realization that security is strongest when communities become active participants in defending their future. The lessons from Abia, Plateau, Kogi, and many other parts of the country suggest that when communities stand together, criminals find fewer places to hide and fewer opportunities to succeed. The road ahead remains challenging, but one thing is becoming increasingly evident. The fight for security is no longer being fought only by those in uniform. It is increasingly being fought by communities determined to protect their homes, to protect their families, and their future. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more updates and stay informed. I am Kasitoni.